Hi everyone, and welcome to Stories to be Told, the finale, the last one. It's sad times, but, you know, also we had fun, so good times but sad times. Before we go around and say hello to all these wonderful faces around our screen, please take a moment to check out all of our opening links. The latest thing is Streamlabs merch, which we've just started doing, and we're going to do some like poster events sometime soon. Also, we have social links, ways you can support us, sponsor information, and websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount using our special codes. Big thanks to Mayhem Press and Bird and the Storm Publishing, who make this all possible with their sponsorships. The other thing that we're currently promoting is we have a GoFundMe up as we are trying to improve the production value, specifically of our Star Wars stream next season. Because I could do it with royalty-free music, but can you imagine if we composed our own Star Wars scores? Can you imagine? So check out the GoFundMe, and if that sounds like something you want to support, please do. Without much further ado, Katie, oh hi, let's hand over to you. Why don't you introduce everyone? Oh hi.
Hi, I'm Katie, and like Scrat said, this is Stories to be Told, an anthology D&D game, and we can go around and introduce who you are, who you're playing, your pronouns. I use she, her, by the way. We can start with Marple. Introduce yourself, your character, your pronouns, that kind of good stuff.
Yes, hi there, I'm Matthew McKinley. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Marple Greatleaf, a deep gnome rogue, who I think will be a lot of fun. I've never played a rogue before.
What about Harmony?
Hi, my name is Marcus. My pronouns are he, him. You can follow me on Twitter at drunklyromantic, and I am playing a character named Harmony, a tiefling whose pronouns are they, them, who also just happens to be a bard. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very excited to be playing D&D for the first time with this cool group of people.
First time D&D and you pick the bard, yes.
Yes, right?
Best starting class.
Good way to start. And last but not least, Scrat.
Oh hi, I'm Scrat. You can use any pronouns for me. I'm trying to make they them work at the minute, but hey, we'll see what happens. Anything that makes you comfy. I'll be playing Daily Erven. Daily Erven, she's a high elf fighter from the wonderful Elven Valleys.
Okay, great. This is a very good crew because these characters have been played before, so it's great to see other people's takes on them. So in my game, we use a system where, as everyone knows, people can donate to give the players rerolls and inspiration, that kind of good thing. But I also, just in order to make everyone feel even more involved, you all start off with one DM inspiration that you can use to get advantage on anything you roll. Just call it before you roll it. That you can ask Scrat. I'm pretty loose about most of the time. I'll let you do it anyway if you forget to call it, but try to call it before you roll it. But in your character sheets, the thing we've done all season is that you each have little bits of personality facts about your character in the bio. And if you narratively, during role play, invoke one of these personality traits or funny quirks or something like that, then if you've used your inspiration, you can get your inspiration back up to 2 times. So we can go around and remind everybody of them. Marple, if you want to read off your little narrative facts.
Yeah. Marple says, do not talk to her about anything in relation to her family's business, the Great Leaf Tea Company. She is a little unnerved by fungi and can be caught staring off into space sometimes. Who knows what she's thinking about?
What about you, Harmony?
Harmony is well known in their home for renditions of popular folk songs, picks up a piece of inexpensive jewelry wherever they visit, and wears it all, like literally all the time is how I'm taking this.
Yes.
So just jingly, not very good at stealth. And when annoyed, they are prone to clutching and unclutching their hands or whatever happens to be closest by.
Nice. And Daily, what about you?
Well, I get very peculiar about my timing and pacing in fights. I'm a little bit of a dancer, so I like to make sure that I'm attacking in time with the beat and all that sort of thing. After a fight, I'm very peculiar about polishing up my weapons and armor. I think cleanliness is next to godliness, and if your armor isn't well polished and cared for, you're just asking for trouble, really. And you don't hear it very often, but actually, I am quite an accomplished singer.
Duet? Maybe a duet, huh?
You would have to convince
I mean, you have a bard. Speaking of bards, this is actually a module we'll be playing today from the Uncaged anthology, which everyone should get their hands on. It's a retelling of feminine myths from different kinds of mythologies, and a lot of people from Scrat's community have actually, I mean, if you want, have actually contributed to this anthology. So it's got a lot of great stories. It's on the I believe it's on Drive Through RPG, and I know they just released the hardcover version as well. And we're using a module by Awkward Bard, so thank you to them. And yeah, we're just gonna dive right in. So the three of you have been investigating this place called Caslin Woods. You're hired by a local noble who's concerned by these woods are magical. You all know this, and this is something that the noble tells you, that this is it's a veil between planes, and the veil is very thin. And you've been hired because this noble is concerned about the magic getting more and more thin, and he's not sure why. So you've been investigating for about a couple of days. And as you move toward the center of Caslin Woods, you notice the breeze begins to sort of grow heavy and humid and still. The ground beneath your feet is very muddy, and there's the smell of death that you can't really ignore. And you've been brought, as you continue to look, you discover something very unusual. There's a statue of a small lizard-like creature that stands in the middle of a clearing. It's perfectly made out of stone. It's realistic, and it captures this despair on this creature's face. And as you look past it, you can see more and more statues, all of these similar creatures.
Is it just me, or does it smell like death?
A little bit like death, a little bit like lizard statue.
I'd agree with that.
Awesome, good. For a second, I got worried. I thought it was something, like one of them things. If you smell bacon, you have to worry and all that sort of.
Oh no! I think this is definitely death, and I think we should worry about it, but in a different way.
Yes, no, death does not always come as a good omen.
Yeah. So, what do we do about this death stench?
Can I investigate the area, look for whatever might be giving off that smell?
You can.
Would that be perception or investigation?
Give me actually a nature check as you're sort of looking around these statues.
Okay. 14.
Okay. So as you're looking around, these are kobolds. These are small creatures that are rarely found alone. So it sort of makes sense that there's various ones here. But you're not really getting a sense of where the smell is coming from yet. If anyone would like to make a Arcana check, you could further investigate them.
I would gladly like to make an Arcana check, and I would also like to ask, how do I make an Arcana check?
On your character sheet, where your skills are, it should be in alphabetical order. Acrobatics, animal, Arcana, and you just click on Arcana and it'll roll it for you. Oh, beautiful. Man, Roll20's got a great app here. Until it makes you mad.
True, and then we all shout at Eric. But also, thank you,
Eric Vulgaris.
thank you very much to Krellin, who is here for the beautiful boy in the top right. Go Harmony, have a reroll. So Marcus, you have a reroll. Any dice that hits the table, you can call for it to be re-rolled. You don't have to have rolled it. Any dice that hits the table, you can ask for it to be re-rolled.
Oh, fantastic.
And then shortly after, Kentucky Hawkeye comes in with a re-roll for Matt as well. So you both have a re-roll at your disposal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nice. So Harmony, you like follow after Marple, sort of looking around, but you're more of a, whereas Marple's a rogue, you use magic, you understand magic, it's your thing. You get the sense that this statue was not just carved by a bored sculptor. This statue was made unnaturally, and you're not exactly sure why, but you do definitely know there's some kind of magical quality to this statue as well as the others.
My fingertips are kind of, I feel this vibration that I feel when I'm near something that's a little more magic, and I press my hands against the stone, and I look back, towards the group, and just, this is a very weird lizard statue. This is a lizard statue made of magic.
As you're doing this, Marple, you're still sort of, peeking around, you're as rogues do.
Mm-hmm.
But both you and Daly, you don't see this, but Harmony and Marple, you both notice a few drops of blood on the floor or on the ground near the statue. And you notice that as you look off, you see this trail of blood that's following where these statues gather off in the distance, and you notice the trail becoming larger and more frequent.
Whew.
Is there any coloration to the blood to where I could determine what it's coming from?
No, it just looks like blood.
Well,
it is fresh. You can tell it's
okay.
fresh blood. It's not dry.
All right.
I'm not seeing this. Daly's just... Do you want to actually try and smash the statue? I'm pretty good at smashing things. I could try and knock it over, maybe. Or,
Do you want to try to push over the statue together?
I don't think that's a good idea.
We should probably look at all that blood then, huh?
Yeah, probably look at all that blood.
Oh, what is with you and always making me look at blood?
Well, I mean, it leads us places.
Well, not traditionally.
I didn't say it leads us to a good place. It leads us somewhere, though.
This just reminds me of an old song from my town. Don't follow that trail of blood because it will make you dead. Very, very, very good song to our local, my local town, my hometown. Just shout out. So yeah, we should definitely follow this blood. That's a good idea. We're definitely not going to get into trouble. No hijinks will ensue. Everything's going to be great.
Hijinks will definitely ensue.
is this...
Well, hopefully the hijinks are not us getting murdered to death.
You're right.
Is this a common thing where you two are from, is it? That you see blood on the floor and follow it or don't follow it and die and that sort of thing?
I haven't personally died that much yet, but I'm open to the possibility. I just kind of want to wait a little bit because I think I got some music in me still,
I think I've gotten close once. Somebody shanked me or knocked me out. I can't really remember.
Oh, Mike, that was after the night in the alley, right?
Yeah, that one night in the alley. I can't really remember it, though.
I remember because the guy had the crows in his hair. Like he just had crows. We thought it was, and we insulted him because, oh man, we had so much to drink that night.
Oh wait, that was Cromley. He owes me 5 gold.
We have to hit him up next time we're in town.
Where are
definitely.
you two from?
As you're having this conversation, Daly, very confused, following behind you. I assume, are you following them as well, Daly? You follow this trail of statues and the drops of blood, and you do see them like Marple and Harmony. You had noticed that in the distance they got bigger. They continue to grow until you see they're sort of reaching this this shape and size that is very persistent. You begin to hear the sounds of struggle in the distance. The clashing of steel and screams of frustration and agony, and there's sort of this yelling in the distance of a language you don't understand. And you step into the clearing and you see half a dozen kobolds fighting something that you're not very familiar. Well, actually, all of you can give me either a history or an arcana check to see if you recognize what these kobolds are fighting.
Yes, and as we all know,
I'm
those
not
are
great
daily
at that.
strong points.
Yeah, hey, you surprise me sometimes.
Oh, I got an 18.
Didn't surprise me this time.
And that's I think a 6 or a 5. Either way,
six,
not loving it.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah. We always take the left
s-
number. The right number is for if you have advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Okay, good to know.
So Daly and Harmony, you're not exactly sure what they're fighting, but Marple, you know right off the bat, you recognize the snakes on this creature's head that seem to move without control, and you recognize that this is a Medusa.
Oh, hey guys, don't look at that thing directly in the eyes, or you are going to look like me, but more stiff and rock. Yeah, you'll turn to stone. Just don't do it.
Oh,
Although
Yeah.
good.
although she appears like very strong in this in what she's doing at the moment, you can all see that she has several injuries on her. Some of them look like they're on their, close to being fully healed, but there are many that are new, and the lizard creatures are definitely overwhelming her. And two kobolds come up behind her, and you're all seeing this. They have a net, and they're attempting to trap her. And she locks eyes with them, and you see her eyes glow a very, very bright yellow. And she just goes, "Let me go. I'll make sure you never see the sunlight again." And the kobold spits on her and sort of mocks her in this language. And he's laughing. And her eyes burn bright as he says, "There's nothing you can do to me that Murgus can't undo." And the two other kobolds they look away as the one that was trying to capture her on his own. You see this sort of very bright light shine in the clearing, and as it dims, you see this kobold standing there in front of her, turned to stone. And the Medusa yells as she begins to run away, and she sees the three of you in the distance, and you see as she sort of recognizes someone new that's not a kobold, and as she runs to you, she grabs onto you, Daly, and her eyes are deep green. They're not glowing yellow.
No,
And just
I'm not looking at her eyes. No. I've been told not to look. So as she grabs me, I'll be doing exactly this.
He's just pleading, "Please don't let them take me. I promise I won't. Nothing will happen to you. I just need your help.
Yes.
Please don't let them."
Don't worry. Yes, we'll help you. Just don't turn me to stone like all these others, eh? That'd be rather nice, wouldn't it?
Can I try and insight check her?
Yes, you can, of course.
All right. 15.
She seems genuinely, there it is.
Hey, Katie's nan. Oh, hi. Every Thursday. We love you.
Every Thursday, yep.
You should get her to
It's
tune
great.
in. You should get her to tune
Oh,
in.
it was a quick one. Only 2 rings this time. I'm so sorry.
She could come into chat. And you can...
Oh, good.
That's the sound of the Medusa magic happening.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a big ring, like a landline phone. She seems genuinely scared and worried, and she is, Marble, she's begging for help, like, and she seems genuine. And you can see the kobolds, they look at you, and they don't seem threatened by the three of you. They're still advancing on her.
I flex a little bit.
Roll an intimidation check.
Just a little
Harmony.
bit. I just a little bit. 24.
Also, big shout out to Red Shoes Waltz, who just subbed. Red Shoes, you have a reroll to gift to a player if you would like to. Let us know in chat, and we'll distribute that out.
Harmony, you do a little bit of a flex in front of these kobolds, and you hear them sort of whispering amongst themselves in a language you don't recognize, But after a moment, the Medusa turns back toward them, and she says, "See, I told you, I have companions. They'll save me." And even though they don't seem particularly more threatened, they whisper something out to her, and you can definitely feel the venom dripping off of whatever threat they're giving, and the group turns to run.
Yes, you better run. Get the hell right out of here, your dumb lizard tails. Please.
Do we want to let them get away?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
I just thought they were so intimidated by my flexing.
No, they'll probably tell their friends about us because of your great flexing.
Do you think they have a lot of friends?
Probably. Or a boss.
Oh. Okay. Second thought, how do I unflex? Do I unflex? Can I unflex?
Just uncock your arms.
Okay.
Put them down. Put those guns down.
Let's go.
Medusa... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You're good.
The Medusa does sort of struggle to stay on her feet. Daily, she's holding on to you still, and you can sort of feel that tension leave her body as she feels as if less threatened now, and she's breathing very heavy, and she looks up at you and has a smile on her face.
I'm going to
and
nervously peek through my fingers at her.
Her eyes are just a very pretty emerald green right now, not that yellow that you had seen when she was turning the kobold into stone. She looks at you. Thank you for helping me. Don't worry, I won't turn you into stone if you don't try to hurt me. My name is Petra, and I know that we just met, and this is very out of sorts, but I need your help. Please.
What? Sorry, I was thinking about something. What?
They want our help, Marple.
Okay, sorry.
Back with us, back in the room. Come on now, there we go.
Okay, sorry.
This is Petra, and Petra wants our help. They've been a bit vague so far, but I think they're trying to broach the awkward concept of heroes helping a monster, sort of thing. Not that you're a monster, Petra. I'm sure you're lovely, but
no, of course. And I actually have a little bit of experience in this. My last album was entirely just about heroes helping monsters, so I've never met one like you. Petra, hi. By the way, my name's Harmony. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm down for helping. Does anyone else want to help? We good?
I mean, as long as you don't turn me into stone, sure.
No,
do you promise to not turn our friend Marple into stone?
Of course, you have my word. As long as you don't threaten me, I'm fine.
Do you think that the guy with crows in his hair was one of these, but with crows?
I don't know. I don't think he had snakes. I think the snakes would eat the crows.
Probably. That's actually a good point. Never mind. Sorry, Petra, we were having a conversation before you came in. A lot of magical stuff happened. You were there. You're here. So, just some. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
It was awfully confusing.
Marple holds up her very tiny hand, being like 3 feet tall, and offers to shake the Medusa's hand.
Medusa shakes your hand, and it's a solid handshake, but you can definitely feel like she's very tired. There's a weakness in her. That tension of fight or flight has definitely left, and the adrenaline's gone. But I think all of you get the sense that she's very thankful in this moment.
Can we offer you anything? Food? Snacks?
No. I'm all right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Why are you here in the Caslin Woods in the first place?
Well, we were following that blood trail over there, and we thought to ourselves that might lead us somewhere nice.
We weren't entirely correct, but I'm glad we're here because we were able to help you.
Well, she said nice thing that it was going to lead us to.
Oh, hi, nice thing.
I appreciate this so much. I need your help, as I said. I am a protector of these woods, of the magic here that holds the realms together. And my parent, Ophion, is being held captive by a dragon. We were performing a sacred ritual, and he interrupted, and he's attempting to take the power for himself. And if he does, these woods will be destroyed. It's already. And she looks around, and you all sort of can see like the murkishness here, and how, I mean, the air still feels very heavy and humid, which is very odd for this type of forest around you. He's trying to make the forest a swamp, and he's torturing my poor parent.
Why does he want this?
The ancient ritual, these crystals they're a huge source of power, and if he has them, he can rise and destroy everything.
Now, when you say dragon, do you mean like a big dragon or like a more me-sized dragon? Because we might be able to handle that.
Yeah, tameable or untameable in regards to the size of the dragon?
Well, I don't think he's completely I don't think he's that big. It is a dragon, though.
So fair size, pretty large.
Definitely bigger than you. And she's looking at Marvel. Those creatures are part of his horde, and they grow stronger and bolder with each day that passes.
What does it look like, by the way? Do I have any idea about how dragon color works?
You can give me I'll let you choose either a history or a arcana check, Marvel.
Both are equal, so I will go history. 9.
Okay. So she said it was a black dragon.
Okay.
You do know that black dragons, not good. You don't know like the machinations of what the dragon colors mean, the chromatics versus metallics or anything like that. But you do, as much as you've traveled, Marple, you at least know a little bit to know that a black dragon, not the best.
Gotcha.
Now, the only one that I know, because I encountered them in a tower a while back, were like the green snaky ones. And the green snaky ones, if they breathe fire at you, they don't breathe fire, they spit at you with acid.
Ugh. I don't like being spit out with anything, let alone acid.
It took me ages to buff my armor out after that little encounter, I don't mind telling you.
Well, who knows what a black dragon... Who knows what a black dragon spits in?
Wait, Petra, does this dragon spit?
I'm not really sure.
Oh.
I haven't seen it attack. It just, I don't think it, whatever it does, it's killed many people.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
If you help me, I can't promise you anything from me, but you can have whatever is in Murgis's hoard. I'm sure he has something there.
Well, I do like the sound of a horde.
Yeah. I do like adventure, because adventure means I can write more songs based off my adventure, and I'll probably get to live.
And
Probably.
you get money.
Well, money's great.
And, I mean, it's a dragon, so more than money. They have all sorts of magical things in their hoards.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you think that they have like a magic lute
They could.
made of gold with diamond
Possibly.
strings and my name on it?
That seems very hard to play and very specific, but who knows?
Do you think they have a magic ring that'll turn you invisible? I met a halfling who had one of those one time.
Well, I think that the only way to find out is to actually get to the hoard.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, shall we sally forth then?
We teleported.
Go and find it.
She nods and she looks at each of you one last time and says, thank you for your help. And you are sure this is something you want to do?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be fun.
Do you want to take a vote, real quick, formal vote? Aye. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We're gonna help you out.
The eyes have it.
Yeah.
She nods and she begins to lead you away from this clearing. And after a little bit of journeying, you notice the sort of exact place where this dark magic has sort of tainted the forest. What used to be lush grass at your feet, as you continue to move, slowly turns into this muddy marshiness. It's a little hard for you to walk in, Marple. It's up to your knee.
Just really racing the legs up, trying to get through.
Exactly.
Can I get a
Marple.
piggyback ride?
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest. So Harmony bends their legs down a little bit and just like, ready, come on, up.
Just
up.
scampers up.
Daly will be carrying their boots and probably the lower half of their greaves.
And it's very you hear like the loud buzzing of insects around you. The trees hang low with moss, and it's very, all of you're not exactly, I would say, outdoorsy folks. Even you, Harmony, you're more of a sort of indoor performer, but all of you can get the sense that this is, one, completely magical, and two, you understand that this is sort of from some kind of darkness that is taking over the forest. Petra guides your way to this temple. It's a large structure, and you can also see how this sort of sanctuary has been taken over by this darkness. The plants that were around it, that as you look at it, you get the sense that at once it was beautiful, but now all of these trees and plants are wilted and they're withering, and the temple looks as if it's even been swallowed up a little bit by this bog. And all of you get closer. You're not like right at the entrance, but you get close enough that you can see, sitting on these stairs, a trio of winged lizard creatures, which you recognize as the kobold, similar to the kobolds that you had saw before. And you also see them teasing a large ogre.
Okay.
These kobolds are bullies.
They're teasing a large ogre?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't like this. Do not like this. You know what I'm gonna do? Can I sing them a song about not bullying?
Can I hide before he does that?
You're on my back. You're on my back. So
I'm gonna hop down.
Well, as you try to move closer, Harmony, Petra just grabs your arm for a moment and says that there is another way in, and it's probably locked, but if we go that way, we could avoid. And she like nods toward the kobolds and the ogre on the stairs.
I hear locked, and I pull out like 20 different thieves' tools in my fingers.
You just have like the pack that just opens up and rolls down.
Yeah, it's like I might be able to help.
Fine.
Look, bullying is not okay, but it's also an ogre. I think he can handle it.
Fine. You know what?
Or he could crush them in one hit.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay. I climb
But
back
if
up on.
If I see it again,
I climb back up on their back.
What am I saying? Thank you.
Petra leads you sort of around the curve of the building, and all of you just see this like dangling ivy, various types of moss that hang. But she gets closer to it and she pulls back the foliage and tears some of it down, and it reveals this door. It looks rather, it looks normal. There doesn't seem to be anything trapped or magical about it. It just seems to be genuinely another entrance. But she tries to shake the handle, and you, Marple, being a rogue, you definitely realize that it is locked.
Okay. And it doesn't seem to be trapped at all.
You can roll if you'd like to, but she's touched it, and nothing has happened to her.
Okay. All right. I will pull out my tools and try to get to jimmy that lock.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check with your thieves tools. Or it'll be if you'd like to do sleight of hand, you could, or you can use your thieves tools with your proficiency.
They are the same.
Okay.
17.
Yeah. I think probably like maybe Harmony helps keep you steady, so you're not like sinking into the bog slowly, you know.
Sit on my back.
Yeah.
But Marple, after a couple of seconds, it comes just as easy as could be. You jimmy this lock open, and the door swings open.
What's that old saying? I can't remember. Something about sesame seeds. And I push the door open.
Nice. Hey, good job. That was great. High five.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. Well, I can't get up that high. I try anyway.
As you walk in, you can hear this little, this sort of chittering of that same language you had heard from the kobolds earlier. But you also hear this like disgruntled groaning and sounds pretty disappointed. And as you all get closer, are you stealthing as you get closer?
I would like to.
Okay, if whoever wants to can roll a stealth check for sure.
Is this could this be described as a rocky and or stony area?
No.
Okay, just wanted to check.
That's fair.
All right. Oh, not good. The stealthy rogue isn't so stealthy.
What about the other two? You don't have to. You could just be walking in.
Well, I think if they're going to make all that noise, and I've got disadvantage on stealth checks anyway, I might as well not bother.
As you walk in, you catch sight of these kobolds tossing this shiny crystal ball over the ogre's head. Sort of, the ogre's like, in the middle, trying to grab it. It is not fair at all. It's sort of, these 5 kobolds are in this area, and the ogre can't get sense on what they're tossing back and forth. But Marple, as you step forward, your boot catches in a crack in the middle of this this entrance hall that's covered with tight and curling vines, and your toe just you hit it and you go tumbling forward.
Yeah.
And as you do, the crystal is caught by a kobold, and all 5 of these kobolds and the ogre turn to look at you, and all of you need to roll initiative.
Hi. Oh boy, here we go.
On the character sheet, initiative is up top beside your armor class. It's like right underneath where your name is, and it's like armor class, initiative, and speed. You just click where initiative is.
I feel like I am not seeing this. Sorry.
No, it's fine. On your character sheet, it'll be right in the middle column, and it'll be right at the top. It'll say like your armor class 13, and then the initiative. Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of my rerolls to reroll my initiative, if that's fine.
That is perfectly fine.
Oh, that's much better.
Nice.
Great.
Thank you for the reroll.
Oh, also talking of rerolls, thank you very much, QEV or Vicky, who blimey, how many? Who donated rerolls to me and Katie. Thank you.
Whoa.
Oh, thank you. So we are going to have
Playing against us. Hopefully it goes to Petra.
Just give me 1 second to write all of this down.
Ooh, yeah, I'm glad I had that reroll.
Marple Daily. Cobalt 1. Ogre. Cobalt 2.
I imagine we're all sort of in that sort of like, have they seen us? I think they have seen us sort of pose,
Oh, definitely have seen us.
Do you think that they saw us? You're pretty sure they saw us?
Oh no, I think they see us.
We were being so stealthy for about
I
2
know!
seconds.
I mean,
I
they're
know.
building exactly the same pose we are.
Who put that crack there? Is that a mushroom in there?
We need to get OSHA on this immediately. Or whatever the D&D equivalent to OSHA is.
Marple, you topple forward, but because you have toppled forward, you're a little bit closer. You see like them sort of all go silent, and you see them reaching for their weapons, and you are able to go first.
I quickly pull out my rapier and my dagger, and how far are the kobolds from me?
Oh, maybe 10 feet, not far at all.
And you said they were winged? Are they flying?
These are not winged ones.
Okay,
These are
okay.
different from the ones that were outside.
All right, I'm gonna run up and attack one of them with my rapier.
Okay. Do you have 5 of them? It's just any one, whichever one's closer. It's your choice.
I'm just gonna go with whichever one's closer.
Perfect.
As a 13.
It does. 13 just hits.
Okay, and then rolling for damage, 11.
Yeah, Marple, how do you kill this kobold? What do you do with your rapier?
I just kind of jump up in the air, pull my rapier back, and just skewer it, and then pull it out quickly.
Yeah, it doesn't even. You get the sense that it thought, you tumbling meant that you were ill prepared, but you're able to skewer this kobold, and it falls to its knees dead.
Wow.
Anything else for your turn, Marple?
Am I engaged with any of them?
Not now, because the other one, the one you were engaged with, you killed.
Okay, I'm just gonna hop back 10 feet. Hop back 15 feet if they were 10 feet away from me.
Nice. Daily, your turn. There's 4 kobolds left and an ogre that seem to be advancing on you.
So I'm sort of probably turning to Harmony a little bit. That was cold-blooded and ruthless, wasn't it? One minute they're sort of like stumbling, and the next minute like stabbing back. Okay, well,
Yeah, there's a reason I hang out with Marple.
I can tell. I'm guessing they look pretty hostile. So I guess...
One of them's dead, too.
Except that one. That one's not looking very hostile. That one's looking quite shocked, actually. I will be using my shield, although it doesn't usually help me very much, but I will be using my shield, and I'd like to go and take position at the front of our little group, and I will ready my action, so that should anyone attack someone within 5 feet of me, I'll try and stop it.
Okay. You have a readied action. So one of these kobolds that just saw what Marple did, you hear this like skittering language between them, and this kobold takes out its sling, and you can see it sort of aiming toward Marple, and it's going to try to basically throw a rock at you with its sling.
Oh no.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Yeah, then I forgot. Kobolds have, never mind, it's fine. Kobolds have pack tactics, but it rolled advantage anyway. 12 doesn't hit, so you watch as like it aims with a rock and it just flies right past you, Marple. You're a rogue, you're able to dodge it regardless, but you also get the sense that this kobold is not really good.
I think they're drunk.
It was that turn. Now the ogre begins to lumber forward, seeing these 3 things and seeing you, Marple, there, who, you have this dead kobold at your feet. It's going to try to just hit you with its great club. I mean, it doesn't have that much intelligence.
Oh no.
Does an 18 hit?
That does.
Okay. You're going to take 13 bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to uncanny dodge that and take half.
You are going to take 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
It's a good solid hit, but you're a good solid gnome. So it doesn't. It sort of just mostly knocks you off balance, but that's about all it does. And another kobold is going to look at the other 2 in the background, see that they've not really done anything, and it's going to try to slingshot another rock toward you, Daily. A 9 does not hit. So once more, all of you see like it's trying to aim, trying to follow this other kobold's lead, and the rock I think it actually hits you, Daily, but it just bounces off of your shell. Just makes a look like a clink,
Ah, do you know how long I spent polishing this armor? Oh,
Hey, are you guys good? Talking to the kobolds and the...
No, one of them's dead, and I think they're mad at me.
Well, yeah, but they don't seem... Hey, you don't seem like you're doing so well. You're just throwing rocks inefficiently. Do you want to not do that?
They're looking back and forth, and I think you can tell. Harmony, roll a insight check for me.
Okay. So is this insight check, can this be used to know if they've heard of me?
Throw that in there. I don't think they travel in the right type of circles to hear of, the great tiefling bard Harmony.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair.
But you, Harmony, you definitely with this insight check, for sure that like these are the type of things that if they get scared enough, like if they get threatened, they're going to run away. They are very much minions. That's what they are.
Okay.
And you definitely know that kobolds, they're very easily taken care of. The one you probably have to worry about is the ogre. He's a very, very big buff boy.
Mm-hmm.
The next ogre is going to try to throw a rock at you, Harmony, since you were sort of talking to it.
Yeah.
It's going to try to hit you.
I would like to, if they are rolling, is it possible to use the cutting words to stop them?
Yeah. So what you do with cutting words is it's an attack roll, ability check, or damage. You use your reaction, so you could do this. And you use one of your bardic inspiration die, which is a D8. And you can roll a D8 and it subtracts from the roll. So if it a D8, that would be this is 21 minus 8.
Wow.
11? Is that right? 12?
It could be put down to 13.
13. If you roll enough, I'm just telling you this, so as the DM, even if you rolled max on your D8, they would still hit you because your AC is a 13.
Okay.
So if you don't so you don't waste your inspirations, just letting you know.
Oh no,
that's how cutting word works.
Okay, cool.
So, but like if they do a ton of damage on you, you can still use it, and you could subtract some of the damage. So you may not want to use it right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll save it just in case.
Yeah, they hit you, but all they do is it's just this rock, Harmony, that like hits you maybe in the shoulder or something. It's just for 4 damage.
Okay.
It's a jagged rock, but it's not the worst thing. You've probably had worse thrown at you in like drunken tavern fights.
Yeah, some very, very hard tomatoes, which I think are apples. I think they were apples, actually.
And next it is your turn, Harmony. You have 4 kobolds that are standing there advancing and a lumbering ogre.
Harmony is a little upset because don't like things get thrown at him. There's also the fact that I was gonna help this ogre from being bullied, so I pick up the rock and I would like to throw that rock back at them.
Yeah. So with an improvised, I believe that's just your attack with your strength modifier, or you're not proficient in it. So just roll a d20 for me, and we'll see if it hits. Okay, yeah. You pick up this rock and you throw it back at the ogre, and it hits. But like I said, he's a big, beefy boy. But you're going to do a d4 of damage if you roll me a d4. Ooh, okay. So you do a little bit of damage. You make a little nick in his shoulder. He's not wearing. He's just got trousers on and like weird armor that's sort of made out of hide. But you see a little bit of blood flow. Anything else for your turn?
Yes, I would also like to look at the ogre dead in the eyes and just flex a little harder than before.
Okay, nice. The last kobold is going to, I think it's going to use its movement to go forward to Marple and try to stab you with its dagger.
Oh no,
that's very thoughtful.
Oh no,
that hits.
Remember,
Yeah.
you
Also,
have
I'm gonna
rerolls.
For a bard, you can use your cutting word on any attack Harmony. It doesn't have to be anything against you. Like if you wanted to cutting word that attack.
Yes, I would love to do that. I would love to cutting word that attack.
Okay, roll
You'll
a
have
D.
to roll an 8.
Yeah, roll a D8. You get max. Okay, it's still gonna hit. But it's not. It's just a little pokey poke Marple. It's just 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Just got a little stabbed.
Yeah, just a little stab in the side. You got it.
Big thank you to Grinny
Like,
Weasley.
oh, come on.
It gives another free rerolls, 1 per player.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are
Oh, sorry.
you're back up to your turn, Marple. You are engaged with this kobold that just tried to stab you.
Is there anyone else within range of me, the ogre, and is there anyone else engaged with them?
I mean, yeah, Harmony threw a rock at the ogre, so yeah.
Pretty flexing on that ogre still right now, just in the corner, just staring right at that ogre's face.
Okay. I'm gonna still try and take out the kobolds. I'm going to make an attack at that kobold that just shanked me with my rapier.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold up. For some reason... Oh, there we go. There we go. Ooh, no, boo. 8.
Yeah, you definitely miss.
I re-roll that.
Okay,
Since we got that.
You can do that.
Natural 20.
Yeah, nat 20.
Oh, nice.
On this poor little kobold that just shanked you. Give me some damage.
That is 12 plus 4, so 16 damage.
You eviscerate this kobold that just stabbed. Like, how dare you stab me? I'm going to stab you back.
I just bought this shirt.
You completely eviscerate this kobold and it falls to the ground.
I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage and then back up towards the rest of the party.
Yeah, of course.
I won't be fighting people alone.
Of course, yeah. Daily, it is your turn. You still have an action saved, but if you'd like to do something else, you've got 3 kobolds and the ogre. The kobolds have not taken any damage, but the ogre is taking a little bit.
All right. And it did look like the ogre was getting a bit bullied when we came in. I have a very important mechanical question, Katie. Between this game and the last game we played, did we go up to level 5?
We did. Did you forget to level up?
I did, but don't worry. I know the spell class off the top of my head, so it's all right. It'll be fine. I'm gonna run up to the. Are any of the kobolds close together?
Oh yeah, relatively, yeah.
Then I will run up to the first one, and with my long sword, I'm going to bash it about the head.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to run in a sort of like almost skipping sort of motion. Be like, stop throwing stones! Does a 22 hit?
Oh, that definitely hits.
I just rolled a second one so that I can do the damage without having a crit on it.
Yeah, that's fine.
6 slashing damage.
You slash this kobold down. It's dead.
And there's another one nearby, right?
Yeah, there's 2 more kobolds nearby. They're sort of in like this arcing semicircle in front of the ogre.
I don't want this to be a massacre. So I do get an extra attack at level 5. But I don't want to just kill them all. So this time I'll just shove one of the little kobolds over. I'm just going to use the shove attack.
Give me it's just a straight attack, or is it a strength? I cannot remember.
I think you use athletics.
It is athletics.
I think it's a contested roll.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be able to beat that.
Beautiful.
You even if they rolled a nat 20, they wouldn't be able to beat that.
And,
so
you shove
one of these kobolds to their butt on the ground.
Now look, we don't want to kill everyone, but we will. So behave yourselves.
We will. Behave.
You sort of hear they look at each other and they all yell out very loudly in this draconic language, but you definitely hear the word Murgus in there, which is the name of the black dragon. And Petra says, they say they're going to fight for Murgus till the death.
Oh,
I
not a
speak
good
Draconic,
take.
Katie. I do.
What now?
Your choice.
I speak Draconic.
Oh! So you hear them. You hear them basically saying they're fighting to the death for Murgus. Murgus will reward them in life or death.
Oh, and I'm going to turn to our
else
friends.
turn?
I'm going to turn to Harmony and Marple just for a second. Not really dropping my guard, just sort of like over the shield, like... I'm afraid they've joined a cult. It's going to be to the death.
Cults.
I'll get you every time. The ogre is going to lumber forward and try to... I think it's going to try to hit you, Daily. You've got your shield drawn. You're sort of engaging. It's going to try to do something with you. 14, that doesn't hit with your shield up, I believe.
Well, a 14 is a match on my armor class, so in fact I think it probably does.
I thought it was higher with your shield up. Yes, so it does hit you for 13 bludgeoning damage. Sort of dents your shield a little bit and pushes you back on your feet. And then it is one of the other kobolds' turn. The kobold is going to, I think it's going to run up to you, Harmony, and try to stab you in the side the same way it did Marple. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
Yes, it just finds its way between my armor. I'm not very...
Oh, no, for Harmony.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to me. My bad.
Armor class. 13.
Okay. Yeah, it hits you just for 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You feel a little bit of a little sting in your side, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And the other kobold is going to do the same, but to Marple. 23 hits, but just 4 piercing damage.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Harmony, it is your turn now. And I was telling you about spells. So the thing with spells, on your spell sheet, the things called cantrips, you can use them as many times as you want, and you don't run out of spell slots. On your other spells, it says you have 4 slots remaining, 3 slots remaining. That is the amount that you can use that level of spell slots. So if you wanted to use like a first level spell, but at second level, that would take a second level slot, if that makes sense.
Okay, yes, that does. So
And you have some spells that are bonus actions, some that are that will take your whole action. Give me one moment. They're vacuuming in my house, and I need to close my door.
that'll give me perfect time to look up the spells and do a little research. So I appreciate this. Ooh.
Wonderful image of Harmony just mid-battle.
Yeah. Just wait. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes. I would like Harmony would like to point their finger at the ogre and then do like a little and use Hellish Rebuke.
You're muted, Katie.
Mic's off.
Sorry, for Hellish Rebuke, it is a reaction. So that will happen if someone hits you. You can use Hellish Rebuke to come back. Yes.
Oh, perfect. Then I will use Vicious Mockery because the only solution to bullying is more bullying.
Yes, of course. So it has to make a Wisdom saving throw. I'm just going to let you guys know, ogres aren't wise. Yep. So your spell DC, if you look at your spell sheet up at the top, it's a 15. That's what people have to roll to. They either have to meet a 15 or be greater for the spell to not work. Well, of course it worked. They rolled a 3. So what do you do with your mockery? How do you mock this thing?
Hey, you want to be a bully? You want to be bullied by bullies? Well, let me tell you something. Bullying never gets you anywhere. And that's why I'm going to bully you to prove that bullying is bad. This is a simulation. So here we go. You are big and you are mean and your friends don't like you and you stink. How's that feel? Does that feel good? Bet it doesn't. Sorry, everyone.
The ogre doesn't seem to understand what you're saying exactly, but they get that you're bullying them, and it hurts so much that they're going to take 2d4 of damage. So roll that for me.
Okay. I would also like to. There we go.
Okay.
There it is. Yes, there we go. Okay, sorry. I want to look at them and just give them a look that's like, I didn't mean it, but now you know what it feels like.
Yeah, perfect. It scratches its head, but it hurt it. You can tell deep inside. Back up to Marple.
Shouldn't throw rocks. That's all I'm saying.
Now that Daly's in range of the ogre now.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and try and attack the ogre with my rapier.
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Oh, jeez. Having no luck here today.
You have
can
another
I-
reroll. Yes.
Can I give? I was gonna give you my reroll.
You can totally do that. You have 2, so you still have 1.
Yes.
Well,
I'd like to use
thank
my
you.
reroll for you.
Thank you.
No, my pleasure.
Hold on.
Teamwork.
Hitting the wrong button. 13.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. All right. That means that, and I have to roll 3d6 for sneak attack.
Yep.
18 points of piercing damage.
Nice. Okay. You're able, with using your size, Marple, you're able to sort of sneak between Daly's legs and stab up at this ogre's big belly. And you make a big slashing wound there. And it does a good amount of damage, and the ogre sort of groans out and doubles over, holding its bleeding stomach. Anything else for your turn, Marple?
Bonus action, stab it with my dagger.
Do it.
Alrighty. That won't hit. But,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, nothing.
Can you
I
pretend
think
that it,
just like the sudden movement of it being stabbed before, it throws it off balance, and you're not able to get a solid hit. You just stab right into its armor.
Okay. And yeah, I think that'll do it for now.
Oh, okay. Daly, your turn.
Well, okay. Let's see now. We've got this orc here, haven't we? So, but there's also the kobolds, and the kobolds were actually speaking. And like you say, the ogre isn't very wisdomous. So hopefully it'll just. Daly's thinking that what Marple's doing right now, that probably would seem a bit like an act of dominance. And if we get rid of the kobolds, who are clearly bullying it into being part of this cult, maybe the ogre might calm down a bit. So. Are the kobolds within range of me without me, stepping away from the ogre, so the ogre can do a little?
One of them is, because it's the one that stabbed you earlier.
Fantastic. Then I will hit that one.
Okay.
It's not gonna
9
hit.
does not hit.
No, it doesn't. But with my extra attack, a 16.
16 will hit.
Lovely. 8 slashing damage.
Yeah, you slash the head off of this kobold, and it goes rolling at your feet, and the body falls lifeless to the ground. Anything else for your turn?
Bugger it. I'll do an action surge, and I'll cast Firebolt at the other one. Does a 21 hit it?
Yes, it does. At the last kobold?
Yes, the last kobold, yes. 20 fire damage.
Yeah, you are definitely having
Crit damage right there.
singed kobold. Singed kobold for dinner. Yeah, all the kobolds are taken care of. Anything else for your turn, Daly?
No, I look at Harmony and I do a big wink. You can interpret that as you will, because I haven't got a lot of charisma.
Are you hitting on him? Are you hitting on them?
No, it's like a the floor is, the floor, it's kind of...
Lava?
Anyway, just get on with it. Go on.
The floor. Oh, okay.
The ogre is going to swing around toward this little creature that has just, given it a really big stab. It's going to take its great club and just try to push down on you and try to hit you.
No.
Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not. Thank you.
Yeah, you're smaller than it anticipated, and it's not able to. I think it just this great club slams into the ground, loosens up a little bit of rock, but you're fine, Marple. Harmony, it is your turn.
Harmony unleashes their hair, very flowy, very pretty.
So luscious.
Gets down on one knee next to where the ogre is, looks the ogre in the eye, and lets it know, through the beauty of song, that it doesn't have to keep fighting. Hey, little ogre, or you're actually kind of big. Improvised songs aren't usually my gig, but I don't want to kill you and I don't want you to die. So why don't you leave this cult, or like the kobold you will fry? Here's your chance. Take it now. Get up and leave, or get stabbed some more. What do you say? What do you say, buddy? Come on.
And Daily will dance along.
Roll. Yes, Daily's dancing.
Can I also just I wanted to cast an illusion of a stage and a backup dancers, but I guess I do have some backup dancers.
Marvel's
here too.
doing jazz hands.
Yeah, give me I was gonna say give it with advantage.
I was gonna say.
So yeah, you were gonna get advantage for that performance roll.
I was like, give them my rerolls. Give them.
Okay, so I can also do a reroll because I still have one if necessary.
Wow.
Oh, you're fine.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, the ogre rolled double one, so don't worry. You do this little performance, and like before, the ogre doesn't seem to truly understand, the nuance of your performance. It stands there scratching its head with its hand on its great club, and it looks around at these dead kobolds, and doesn't say anything, but sort of just shrugs, and you see it turn and walk over to that shiny crystal ball that the kobolds had left. And the ogre reaches down and then plops down with a heavy thud and begins to look at this crystal ball in its hand and play with it, and you are out of combat.
Out of my bag, I would like to just take a little pull a kind of small cardboard square out. It's got kind of a crude drawing of me on it, and I pull out a little inkwell and I dip my little feather into it and I just sign my name on it and I slide it over to the ogre. And just go.
The ogre looks at it and looks at you, Harmony, and like slowly pulls it toward him, but he doesn't understand what's going on, but like he sees this as a gift, so that's enough for him.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Petra steps forward and looks at the three of you and goes, that was amazing. I've never seen anything like that before.
Hang on a minute, will you? I'm trying to polish my armor.
You have to get that dent out of
I'm
it.
trying to buff out all the dents. You've seen what the ogre's done to my shield. You haven't got a smith's hammer on you, have you?
If anyone would like to, you can definitely have a short rest now if you'd like to roll hit dice.
Okay.
This ogre is definitely not a threat anymore.
Is anyone particularly injured, or? Because I think I have cure wounds, but I don't know if anyone's.
You also, if you do take a rest, Harmony, you have a ability called Song of Rest. If anyone wants to, if you perform make a performance, each of you get an extra 1d6 HP during a short rest.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
I already hit max, but that's...
Oh, you're good.
I can't remember how much damage I took. I didn't track it. I'm the worst.
I don't think it was enough to hurt you that much.
Yeah, no, it was just one ogre strike that hit me, I think.
Yeah. And that was 13.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, then good.
With a 6.
And then you got...
And a d6.
Then you get
stabbed, right?
8.
I don't think... Oh, Daily got... Yeah, Daily... I don't think Daily got stabbed, though. I think it missed.
Oh, yeah.
Now
yeah.
I could... Well, either way, I crit on the last one, so that's going to be... I'll be back up at full anyway. Harmony,
you can also, if you'd like to, roll hit dice. it's a way to sort of heal up.
Yeah. So what do I roll exactly there?
Underneath where your HP is, it'll say hit dice. It's beside the death saves. Just click hit dice and it'll roll it for you, and you get to also roll a extra d6 for your Song of Rest, and it's a way to get some more of your HP back that you've lost. As you rest for a little bit, the ogre pays you no mind. He's completely taken by this crystal. Petra comes forward and says, points toward, because you're in this entrance hall. She points toward this huge passage, and you see that there is a long corridor ahead of you with huge mossy covered pillars.
Okay, Petra, do you think we'll need that crystal ball the big guy's holding?
Let's see if she can.
It's very shiny.
It is alarmingly shiny. I do want to grab it, but I'm worried that it will ruin all of the Plus, like when you make a good exit, like we had a good exit with this guy, and
Yeah.
But if it's important, I guess we do need it.
She doesn't get that close to the ogre. She doesn't want to threaten him, but she looks at it and she looks back at you, Marcus. I can't recognize what it is, but do you think it's wise to take an ogre's toy from them?
I mean, no, and it hit pretty hard.
Perhaps we should just leave it be.
Yeah, if we need it later, we'll come back and just ask him politely.
Yeah, that'll work. That sounds good. Ogres are very reasonable.
She sort of shrugs and says, besides, if you get to the hoard, I'm sure there's much more there than just a crystal ball.
Oh, yeah, probably. Sorry, the shininess just distracted me.
She nods, understanding. As you continue, she leads you down this passage, and you get closer, and your footsteps echo, and you sort of hear the dripping of water in the distance. The air is very still. At the very end, you see this door more grand than any other one you've come across. And as you get closer and closer to it, you smell that foul, boggy, swampy smell. It gets stronger. And all of you notice that Petra grows very tense, and she looks at all you with a low voice and says, that's the main chamber. That's where Murgus should be. But as you continue down this corridor, you notice about halfway down a smaller door. It's very strange. And she looks at it, and all of you see as she runs her hands across it. It's got several runes etched into it, and she says, this is the door to the basement, but these runes are fresh. And there's no marble you can see. There's no lock on this door. It's just these runes etched onto it.
Is it any language that we would recognize?
No, but I will let you all know what it says. Hold on. I will drop it in Zoom chat. And I will also drop it in Twitch chat for everybody. And as you're looking at this, I think Petra especially has taken a moment to look at these runes. You all hear this low, very mournful cry echoing throughout this corridor.
That is unnerving. Hello?
You hear the crying stop for a moment, as if it's and you hear this very heavy sniffle, but the crying continues. You can roll a perception check for me, Harmony.
Yeah.
You say hello and you look around and you sort of see this very large head peek out from behind one of the pillars, notice you looking at them, and then peek back, and then the crying continues.
Huh. What did I do? Was I able to recognize anything about that head? Like, or was it just in the dark, or was it kind of shadowed?
It was in the darkness, but it's definitely the same shape and size of the ogre you just encountered.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? I would like to kind of approach cautiously,
Okay.
but
Yeah, of course.
enough with my hand up to know that like I do not necessarily at this particular moment mean you harm, but still flexing a little bit that they know that I could harm them.
Marble's gonna hide.
For the best, usually for the best.
You step forward, Harmony, very slowly and non-threatening. And as you peek around this pillar, you see another ogre there. But this ogre's smaller, nowhere near as big as the other ogre you had just encountered. And she genuinely looks sad, and she's genuinely crying. And as you come toward her, she backs away, what it looks like in fear.
I reach into my pack, and I grab this piece of jewelry that I had picked up some towns before. It was honestly not meant to be a jewelry. It was actually a trophy for the best bard, Battle of the Bards, obviously. But it was converted into a necklace, and I pull it out, and it's just this kind of shiny goat. And I set it on the ground a little bit in front and back away for a second, and then gesture, come on.
She comes forward and she looks at the offering you put down, and she frowns very deeply, and she says, "That's not my shiny."
Is your shiny like this shape? But
her eyes light up immediately. She nods. They took my shiny. The little ones, they're mean and they steal.
Did the scaly ones?
She's nodding. Yeah.
Did you come here with someone?
She shakes her head.
Huh. I know what your shiny is, and I know where it is.
She stands up to her full height, which is nowhere near as big as the other ogre you had faced, but a little bit taller than you, Harmony. She steps forward, and you don't get a single sense of threat from her. She just wants her shiny back, and she just says, where is shiny?
There is another big ogre playing with shiny at the moment. Not anyone you know?
She shakes her head and shrugs, and she says, I only care about my shiny.
Huh. This seems magic and evil.
Would it be alright
Just
if
to
Daily jogs up at this point in her shiny armor again? Oh.
I think that ogre wants the crystal ball the other ogre has.
Yeah. And that's just in like the back, like the if we go back a little bit further that way, it is there, correct?
That seems easy enough. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, come with us. We if you don't harm us, we won't harm you. But there was an ogre I pacified through sound, playing with your magical shiny. So if you want to come on down, we can reintroduce you. Just don't fight the ogre, please, because we don't want to fight no more.
She picks up words here and there, mostly shiny. But she follows after you. And as you sort of go back down this corridor, you see the other ogre has already grown bored of playing with the shiny and is now focused on this piece of cardboard that you had given it, Harmony.
Oh.
And
good taste, first off. No, just very good taste on that ogre's part. Can I make my way over to the shiny?
You do, and this female ogre is right beside you, going toward her shiny. You see her eyes light up, and she's very, very happy. as she grabs it. And the other ogre doesn't seem to pay any of you any attention. But she is immensely, you can tell she's immensely thankful. And if you want to roll an Arcana check to see if you know what this is, Harmony, you can.
11.
You recognize this as you look at it, she picks it up and, sort of, it gives you a chance to look at it as well. You recognize that it's a drift globe, a magical item. But it is her shiny. She holds it closely to her and looks back at you, and she utters out this thanks to you. And she says, the creature, he has big crystals in the room. And I think all of you notice Petra's tense a little bit and like listen intently. And she says, they make him powerful, so powerful. This temple used to be home, but he's changed it.
Changed it how?
Evil.
That's not very nice, is it?
I mean, I don't even like going into people's houses and changing curtains. Like that's a no-go for me. And this guy comes in and makes this whole place evil? Not good.
I mean,
not
so
good,
far,
bad dragon.
So far what we've seen is he's made the place smell bad and they're bullying all the ogres. This just isn't a good place.
Yeah, it kind of seems like a dick.
That trail of blood did not lead us somewhere nice.
No.
No.
Just like the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I get it. I get cautionary tales now.
Okay, you're right. Well, still, we should probably break those crystals. I don't really have a... Do you think I could poke it and break it?
The female ogre seems to think for a moment, and she says, they're very big.
Could we push them over?
She doesn't know.
Okay.
Petra begins to walk back down toward the corridor, and you see her looking at this door that she told you leads to the basement, as if she's trying to figure out the rooms that are there herself. She looks at the...
Can I also see these? Can I see these runes as well? The ones written in chat.
Oh yeah, everyone. I put them in chat for you in Zoom chat. Everyone can see these runes, and she tells you that that this door leads to the basement, but these runes are new. They are fresh runes.
Well, it's funny actually. These just look a bit like the secret language we had down in the valleys. The memes Homer, dem be limor nemst o fimo serm or efolium fima. Embo your him aim the nemst pim kis nema. That I think means the valley between the two caves in the north of the part of the valleys. I'm describing the longest town name in Wales.
I knew what you were doing. If anyone would like to look at them closer, you can give me an Arcana check.
I would like to
try. I got a 15.
Okay. Anyone else want to roll one?
Yeah, I'll go. 18.
You never know. Sometimes I surprise you. Not this time.
Didn't this time?
In this moment, it happened as expected.
Daly is still sort of muttering this phrase out to herself, but Marple and Harmony, you look at this, and Marple, you being a rogue, you know codes. You definitely recognize this is a code more than it's not a language; it's a code.
Is it like Thieves' Cant?
It's not Thieves' Cant, but you just recognize, the similarities of such. Harmony, though, you look at this code and you notice that there's a pattern to the sentences.
Huh. It's kind of got this almost lyrical. I'm recognizing some patterns here. Huh. Anything that jumps out to me?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
You recognize that what's repeating here is EM.
EM. EM. Me. M. 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 EM. Do you see that right there? And I start trying to point out to Marple and Daly. And
This horde belongs to the usurper of life. Bow your head and speak his name, only then can you enter.
Oh, nice. Marple. Damn.
As you say that out loud, Petra spits to the ground.
Must be some sort of don't call it out. It might be some sort of cultural celebration of intelligence.
Oh, jeez, you're right.
No, that's what he calls himself, the usurper of life. I
Oh.
refuse to say this horde that any of this belongs to him.
I mean, on top of the fact that that's pretty pretentious of him, I already don't like this guy. We're gonna take him out.
Can I look for any traps before we try and trigger this doorway?
I cartwheel
yeah.
in. No,
Of course. Roll a investigation.
Okie dokie. 20.
It's just magical. There's no traps.
All right, cool.
Magical, you say, but not trapped. I'd like to try and kick the door down.
What was it?
Give me a strength check.
I'm also forgetting the dragon's name that you've said like 15 times.
Murgus.
I might go for a
Murgus.
reroll just for comedic effect. I'd like an extreme,
Daily-
good or bad.
You kick the door and oh my god. You kick the door and it's a solid door. Like the feeling of it pure resonates from your boot. You can hear everything. You can feel everything.
I'm just gonna back up a little bit and just gesture everyone else to back up. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna back up like 15 feet and just say, Murgus.
As you say that, Marple, the around the door glows bright yellow for just a moment, and you hear like the shifting of stone.
Anything else happen?
You just hear this shifting as if something has shifted. I think you get you being a rogue, you probably get the sense that it is unlocked.
I try and push it open.
I mean, it's a heavy door, so it gives you a little, but you're
just
able
very,
to.
very small.
Yeah. Daly's probably actually standing behind you, pushing it, actually.
Exactly.
But Marple gets the credit.
Daly's just like, well, I must have loosened it up for you with that kick. That must be what it is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Teamwork.
You open this door, and it leads down to, like Petra said, there are stairs that look like they're going down into a basement.
Well, only good things can happen in the basement, surely.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard. There's nothing bad in basements.
That's where people
Definitely not dragons.
That's where people keep their wines. It's where they keep their whiskeys and ales. It's where they keep their cool
Murder
salted
cellars.
meats.
Some people keep their game rooms down there. Well, tally ho, and just begins walking. Can I look for traps down the stairways? Just keep an eye out.
I'll tell you this for free. There's no traps. It's just
Okay,
a
cool.
plain staircase. Yeah.
Thank you.
And
That's exactly
as you
what a trap staircase would say.
Exactly.
as you go down, you come across a hoard of treasure.
Ooh.
But there's
Told you
piles
downstairs
of coin
good.
here. But it's not as impressive as you think it should be. So I think this gives all of you the implication that Murgus, while powerful, is still very young, and it's nowhere near a horde like many of you have heard in stories of ancient dragons. It's still a very young horde. But you do see many things in this pile. And Petra follows behind you, and she doesn't touch a thing. She stands near the wall, and she says, I won't. If you look through this, look quickly, there could be something to help, but we should worry about the money and everything till Murgus is defeated, or what good will this be?
Exactly, but let's look around for anything that might help us kill him.
Yeah, if you want to look through it, you can all roll an investigation check.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reroll.
Okay.
See, and it can't hurt to have a quick look now, can it?
19.
12.
Okay, we'll start with Harmony. Harmony, you find this large, huge tapestry in various colors. It's very beautiful. Probably something that you would, probably something you find in your home. It's very, very well designed. A lot of care went into it. And as you pick it up, this little token is tied to one of the tassels on this tapestry, and it looks like a feather. And roll a D100 for me.
Okay. 53.
Okay. You just for the sake of brevity, you recognize that this is a feather token, and you run your hands across of it, and you know that a feather token is like this one-use item. And as you read around the edge, you see these sort of etchings of swans in it, and you know that this is a swan boat feather token.
Ooh, romantic.
I'm dropping the link in chat for you. That's an item that you picked up. It's the swan boat version of it. Give me one moment. I'm trying to find the items for you guys. You, Marple, you find this vial of a very thick liquid. As you turn it up and down, like it takes it a couple of seconds to move up and down in this vial, and you recognize this is a oil of slipperiness.
Ooh.
And you, Daily, as you go through these things, pushing the coins aside and such, you find this large, heavy-looking ring. And as you look at it closely, you see that it is in the shape of a ram, and you found a ring of the ram, Daily.
A ring of the ram. Is this some sort of joke about the valleys, is it?
Petra is already sort of slowly moving back up the stairs. You can tell that she knows that, it's Murgus is there and needs to be taken care of.
Oh, you're quite right. It's time we got moving along. And I will follow her. Yeah.
As she leads all of you back to the horde, she looks back. She says, "Don't worry. If you slay Murgus, then this is all yours. I want none of this. You can have as much of it as you'd like."
Question for you though. How big is Murgus? Like roughly, would you say?
He's a dragon. He's rather big.
Like maybe any estimate of feet?
Bigger than the ogres?
Okay, cool. Good to know.
I'm going to just go ahead and begin pouring this oil all over me.
Okay.
It says it takes 10 minutes, but
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
I also think the ring of the ram needs attunement. So if you want, we want to say that you guys take a little break to, if you want to put it on daily, I believe it needs to be attuned. I can't remember. But like if you can say that you take a little break to let Marple lube up.
Yeah.
But she, Petra goes to the end of this long corridor, and you see this, like you'd seen earlier, this huge, heavy door. It doesn't feel magical. There are no runes on it. But you definitely get the sense that this is a door that needs to be opened with strength.
Well, I'm rather good at that, really. If you want, I can go and give it a little shove, see if it opens.
Give me a just a strength check.
Check for shove.
Strength check or athletics?
It is strength.
Okie dokie. There's an 18.
You feel it budge a little, Daly. You were a very strong person, but you also get the sense that it's going to take more than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have a -1 to strength, so.
Yeah, but you know who we do have? Some big old ogre buddies who might be able to help us out.
That's not a bad idea.
They're very strong, they're bigger than us, and they seem to be willing to just kind of do things.
That's true.
How far are the ogres away?
Just down the corridor. I mean, it's all together. Like you can jog back to them with no problem, Harmony.
Oh, awesome. Hey, buddies! And I run. Harmony just runs off.
The female one looks up at you, and it's hard to draw her attention away from this drift globe, but I think you see a bit of loyalty in her eyes. Like you've helped her, so she can pay you back, and she just looks up and do you need something?
Yes. I was wondering if you can use your superior strength to help us get this door open, and then you could go back to hang out with this wonderful orb of yours, this shiny. But it would be really awesome if you can help us out. Would you mind?
She looks down and looks at her arms and just says, "Okay, 4 thanks." And
Awesome.
she gets up and follows you back to the door. And she's also going to make a strength check.
Got an ogre friend. Got an ogre
this-
friend.
Yeah.
Don't I have a reroll too?
I
Yes.
think you do have a
I'm
reroll.
going to reroll that.
I was gonna give you mine if you did.
Oh my god.
Okay. I
Okay, well, to be fair, that it is going to take a combined strength score to get into this room. You're close.
Okay.
I'll try and throw my strength in.
Actually,
Okay.
can I Marple with your
What?
can I oh gosh.
What?
Well, Harmony, you're like behind trying to sort of help Marple, but Marple just like gung-ho puts her shoulder into this door alongside the ogre and Daly, and the door begins to creak open.
I would like to think that Marple just takes like a 20-foot dash at the door and just slams it.
You know how, like, they say that fight or flight, like when a mom has to protect their baby, they're stronger than anything. That's Marple right now. She's getting this like burst of strength.
I absolutely hit my head on the way in, and I kind of get up, just kind of birds flying around, stars. I'm like, oh, that's pretty.
Fiona, the female, which is also named Fiona. That is an inside joke in this module. Good job, author. But the ogre looks at the 3 of you with the open door, and she pats you on the shoulder, Harmony, very roughly, but she says, help, I helped you. And she sort of begins to wander away, going back to her drift globe.
You're wonderful. Thank you so much for the help. If you need anything, we're going to be down here slaying a dragon.
When you open this door, this humid, fetid air just flows out. If you didn't see the stones and the walls and the ceiling, it would be nearly indistinguishable from the swamp and bogginess outside. At your toes, as you sort of step in, there's this foul, blackish, greenish, inky looking water that covers the floor, and all around the plants and the ground and the ceiling, all around the walls, the grounds, and seeing these twisted plants grow. And at the far end of the room, a giant snake is just floating. It makes no sound, and it looks as if it's asleep. And when you see it, you see Petra. She steps forward, but then you notice that she holds herself back. And you all see these strings of black energy that are wrapped around its body, and they connect to different crystals all around the chamber.
Not trying to be weird, Petra, but is that a friend of yours, or?
That's my parent.
Oh. God, I'm sorry.
I can see the resemblance. I mean, you have their hair.
That's Ophian. He raised me. He chose me to help guard this temple, and she seems very emotional. Look what Marcus is doing to him. And as she says that, you hear this slow laughter begin to build and reverberate throughout the hall, but it comes from nowhere and everywhere all at once. You can't pinpoint it. And you hear, "Finally, you have come. I was starting to grow bored. And you've done me the great service of bringing my dearest Petra home. I need to consume her also." And you watch as from this deep water, kobolds begin to rise out of the swamp water. You see 4 of them, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Are we actually like standing like in the water at all, or are we on?
You're not in the deep part of it. It's sort of over your boots.
Okay, so it is. We are actually in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's everywhere. But like there, you definitely get this. I mean, it's deeper places.
Oh boy,
20.
Roll 20 just is not with me today. But I'm fine going after y'all.
Okay, good job. Okay, daily. Those were very good initiatives, though, except for that one. Bless your heart.
That's
Yeah.
possibly the worst place to get a nat 20, though.
That's true. It doesn't help any. Daily, you'll go first.
This'll just let y'all get closer so I can stab people better. So that's fine.
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot. Marble's probably like way deeper in the water than we are.
Oh, absolutely. But that oil of slipperiness reduces my. It gives me freedom of movement, so I am not impeded at all.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
And if you can't already tell, I'm a very loosey-goosey DM, or I don't care.
Yeah.
if you describe it as cool, you can do it. So daily, you watch as these creatures, these kobolds, begin to rise in different spots. There are 2 that are relatively close to you in the more shallow area of the water, and there are 2 others that look like they will definitely make their way toward you. But you are up first in initiative order.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
That's fine, don't you worry about it. Can I get to the voice without disturbing the 2 in...
You have no idea where this voice is coming from.
I see, so I can just see these 2 thingies then. I guess I'll rush up to one of them, and on the run, I'll stow my shield and draw my hand axe. Because honestly, the shield doesn't do very much. I don't think it's ever blocked an attack in its life, to be honest. I'll run up and I'll attack the thing.
Whichever kobold is closer.
Yeah, the kobold. I'll attack the first one. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
21.
That hits.
That'll be 6 slashing damage.
Yeah, you cut this kobold down. No problem whatsoever. You slash it across its middle, and it falls into the water at your feet. Anything else for your turn?
Is the other one within range?
You can get to it. You can get to the one that's closer.
I'll use my extra attack on that one, then I'll run across and give it a little stab.
Well, you're level 5 now. You get 2 attacks.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
You said extra attack, so I was like, you don't have to use your extra attack yet. Yeah, that hits for sure.
Oh, there might be about 6 rolls.
Yeah.
No, there you go.
Yeah, you slash this other kobold down. It's just like you're hot knife through butter daily as you're slashing these kobolds. And the other 2, they're continuing to come forward, but it's you sort of sense that fear from them. Anything else for your turn?
Any of those other 2 still in range?
You can't get to them yet, no.
Alright then, no, I'll wait.
Okay, Harmony, it is your turn.
I would like to use a minor illusion to create a slightly smaller version of myself, kind of closer to them, to and just waving its hands. Hey, losers, over here, losers, over here, to see if I can draw them to one spot.
Give me a deception check, Harmony.
Also,
Gotcha.
thank you very much, Krellin, who's giving 2 HP to kobolds.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I just want to point out that that's a very Krellin move. Thanks, Krellin. 22.
Yeah, they turn their attention toward the other 2. Turn their attention toward this illusion. And anything else for your turn?
Yes, I would like to, as they are. How close are they roughly to the illusion? If you could just estimate.
Where did you? How far away from you would you have put the illusion?
I put them a little bit further away from us, just enough that like. So probably like a good 5 to 10 feet behind them.
Nice. Yeah, I think they are probably 5 feet from the illusion. I mean,
Okay.
they're definitely going to. I mean, it's not their turn yet, but narratively, they're moving toward the illusion instead of you because it's a closer object.
Okay, well, then I would like the illusion to, who's now waving and calling them a loser, get down with one hand on, and just hold out like kind of just a target for me.
Okay.
And then I would like to take my feather token and skip it across the water right towards where they are, in hopes that it turns into a 50-foot long, 20-foot wide boat that crushes them.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I don't know if this is possible.
No, I mean it will turn into the swan boat. That's 100%. I'm just trying to think. Roll me
Oh, thank you.
2d4
2d4.
Harmony. Yeah.
And this seems like the perfect time to let you know, Katie, that we've had 10 retweets.
Oh, no.
Okay. It is definitely enough to take out one of the kobolds.
Okay. That'll do. And now we have a boat.
Yeah, you know you're about.
Yeah.
And the other one is very confused. It manages to get out of the way as this huge boat appears, but it does see its friend die. And then anything else for your turn? I think that's all for you.
No, I just like to imagine that the boat, like the thing skips, and it lands right in front of them, and you just hear, and then a boat just crashes on top of that one. That's just how I imagine it in my head, at least. Nothing else. Though.
Yeah, the other kobold, I think it's not smart, so it's going to try to fire at your illusion, which it's going to hit, but the illusion sort of wavers, and I think it realizes that it's fake and begins to turn its attention back toward all of you. But that's its turn, so it doesn't get a turn on any of you. But as this is happening, you all sort of feel this energy in this sort of fetid room. It gets tenser, and all of you roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Boy.
22.
Okay.
17.
Okay. So you all feel and see even the vines on these walls and in this boggy marsh begin to move and trying to whip out against you as they're beginning to be sort of protecting this magic, this evil, what's happening. You see the crystals begin to glow in the distance. But Marple and Harmony, you're able to dodge out of the way as they whip at you, and you can see as it sort of like whips around your face so close you can see it. Marple, you see these like heavy thorns on them, but you Daily, you're not able to get out of the way, and you just take 1 point of poison damage as this thorn like catches you across your face, and you feel like a little burn, but it's nothing you haven't faced before.
That's not very nice.
And Marple, it is your turn.
Okay. For now, I'm gonna move further in and try and make a perception check to see if I can spot this dragon that I think is hiding in here.
Okay.
8. Boo.
Yeah, you definitely don't see anything. You only motion in the water that you see is how the vines had just began to move, and it's still sort of rippling from this big swan boat that has appeared. But it's all right, because as you're looking, you hear this loud laughter again as you watch this black dragon shoot up from this murky water, hover above you for a long moment, and it is going to join the initiative.
Okay.
Okay, it's a low roll. It's not that. So we go back up. You all see this.
Oh, can I just do one thing? Is there anywhere I can hide in this room?
You could dip behind a couple of thick vines or the boat even.
Okay, I'd just like to use my bonus action to make a stealth check.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
14.
You all watch as this dragon bursts up from the water, and we go back up to Daily.
Did the dragon go back into the water, did you say at the end there?
No, he is hovering above the water.
Hovering above the water. Great. Well, hang on a minute, though. If he's erupted out of the water, does that mean the water looks deep?
In the part that he was, yes, you are all definitely in the shallower ends of the water.
Can I approach the dragon safely?
You could definitely use this boat to your advantage.
Oh!
To give you a platform.
Funny thing, isn't it, when you've got fluids and boats? You don't have to walk anymore. Yes. Well, I guess I'll just get in the boat
and
then.
I'm not going to make you... That'll count as your movement getting into the boat, and you could definitely reach Murgus.
So as the boat is slowly approaching, I'm going to start calling out, "Oh! Oh, you're not doing very nice. All the people here, they don't like it. They seem to think you're big and mean and scary, and you should leave them all alone. What have you got to say for yourself? You're not making any friends. Turning everyone evil."
It's just this deep guttural laugh, as if he genuinely does not care.
Toddler syndrome.
Anything else for your turn? He's in range if you want to attack him.
Well, if he's just gonna laugh at me, that will make me a little bit mad, and I will slash at him with my longsword.
Yeah, go ahead.
15?
15 misses.
11 misses too.
11 misses. I think, you were trying to get used to the rocking of the boat and the little bit of a height difference, and you're not able to get a solid hit on him. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's everything. I think with my talking as well, that's quite enough.
Harmony, it is your turn. You're still in the water. You could easily get to the boat. But what would you like to do?
I would like to acrobatics over to the boat.
Yeah, you definitely can make it to the boat. No problem. You can get right up there beside Daly if you want to.
Yeah, I would love to. Hey, what's up?
Oh, hi, welcome back.
Yeah, it's nice to be up. You like the boat? I found it on the ground. It was a token, and then I threw it in the water, and I killed a guy. It was pretty great. You were here. I don't know any of these things. I get a little nervous, so sometimes I just talk, especially there's a giant dragon. So, yeah. So what are we doing? Okay. And I would like to. How? So it's fairly close.
Oh yeah, you're within range. I'm loosey goosey on distance. I don't
Okay.
care.
I would like to go for a major poke with my rapier.
Do it.
Poke 'em real good.
Do the thing. Is it just attack, or is it what is it? Where is the?
On your sheet it should say rapier under where, and just click on it.
It's actually not. It's just opening up a.
Yeah, make sure you're not the item section, but the section above that.
Yeah,
with the
my
plus.
bad. My bad. That was bad. There we go.
Yeah, I was doing that same thing earlier.
Well, that's an @1, so it does not hit.
Reroll, please.
Yeah, you have one. Please
Yep,
do.
that's my last one. I'm gonna definitely. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
That's way
that
better.
hits for sure. So
Way
to roll
better.
damage in the chat box, just click where it says rapier, and it will roll the damage for you.
In the chat box.
Yeah, underneath where the 22 is.
There you go.
Yeah. You poke at Murgus in his underbelly, and you are able to do 5 points of damage. Anything else for your turn?
I like to laugh a little bit. And that's it.
It is Murgus's turn now. He turns his attention and gets down to look at the two who are on this boat watching, and you watch as he you can see this like smile on his face, and he is going to inhale and let out an exhale of acid. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw, Harmony and Daly.
Oh.
It's always bloody acid. I'm gonna re-roll that, please. My last re-roll.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
This is my life now.
Daly and Harmony, how much HP do you guys have?
Oh, I've got buckets.
Okay.
I've got a fair amount.
You both take 49 points of acid damage.
I'm down.
You know what? I don't want you to be alone. I'll go down too. It's not because I'm hurt. It's just because I don't want you to feel like So.
Oh god.
So I just kind of like yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, it would be a telling finale if I TPK'd you guys.
I mean, as I recall,
The
we
first
nearly.
time Marcus has ever played D&D, a
Yeah.
TPK.
You know, I've got nothing against that. I've got nothing to help out at all.
The last kobold that's left, this is the end of Murgus's turn. The last kobold that's left is I think it's trying to climb onto the boat. That's going to be its turn. And then Marple, it is your turn.
I wouldn't happen
In
to
your
have,
hidden spot, you've seen this happen.
I wouldn't happen to have any healing potions or anything like that.
No.
Oh.
Okay,
But how about this? It is the finale, and we did reach 10 retweets. Somehow you look into your fantasy fanny pack, whatever, Marvel,
okay.
and you just remember that you have this potion you picked up days ago, and you remember it being from an apothecary. You remember that you have a superior healing potion.
Oh boy. That is wonderful. Thank you for series finale and for the 10 retweets. And
I can't find another way to give you a potion in here, so I'll
Okay.
just say you just
No.
happen to have one.
I'm just like, it's a perfect time for this. I'm going to run up. I think cunning action lets me use. No, I'm not sure if I can use
It would be your whole action and bonus action to get to them.
Oh wait, no, it's bonus action. I can have a use object for my cunning action, so I'm just going to dump that down Harmony's throat.
Okay, Harmony, roll 8d4 and add it's 8d4 plus 8 for your healing
So
potion.
1d4 plus 8?
8d4.
8d4 plus 8. Okay.
Okay,
26.
so 18 plus 8, yeah, 26. As you open your eyes, Marple is standing there over you. And you have healed up 26 points.
Oh.
Would I still have my action?
In my games, the giving of a potion is a action because you're having to help someone else. If you take it yourself, it's a bonus action. So you're still, unless it's something with your rogue, you can have another action.
I have the fast hands thing that lets me use
You're good.
the use object action for a cunning action.
Yeah, you're fine then. You can make another attack. You can do something
Okay.
else.
Now that my favorite bard is awake, I'm going to try and stab this dragon.
Yeah, give me an attack. And you will get sneak attack. You're all in very close proximity.
Awesome. 21. Great.
Yes, that definitely hits.
All right, that is 6 piercing damage and 3d6 and 8, so 14 damage total.
Okay. You use your rapier to sort of mimic how Harmony did, but with a little bit more purchase on this dragon. He rears back. He feels the pain in his underbelly. But yeah, anything else for your turn?
I think that's everything I can do.
Daily, give me a death saving throw.
Oh, well, we all know that I'm very good at those. I failed.
Okay. Harmony, it is your turn.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help Daily?
You can cast Cure Wounds on Daily, and it will give her her health back. It'll bring her back to her feet.
Absolutely. I would love to do that.
Yes. You can cast it, I believe. Let me check real quick. And this is your choice. I'm just telling you what you have. You have a 3rd level spells. You can cast it at a 3rd level. And it would do 3d8 plus your charisma modifier.
Okay, I would like to do
But that's
that.
if you'd like to cast it at 3rd level.
So what are the sorry to slow it down, but what are the benefits of 3rd level as compared to race?
It's more dice, so it's more healing.
Oh, okay.
But you can cast it at any level. That you have up to your 3rd level slots to use.
Okay, let's I'll just use level 3.
Okay. So you can roll 3d8.
3d8. Coming right up. 12.
And your charisma modifier is a 4, so you would heal up 16 points daily. And how does this look like as you heal daily, Harmony?
Clear.
Basically, I sing into my hands. I was like, heal my friend, make them alive, make them alive. They are kind of live right now. Just do the thing, please. And I smack my hands on Daly's chest and just.
Yeah, Daily, you feel this surge of musical energy through you. You know, you do love to dance.
I live!
And you are back up for 16.
And Marple just finishes off by saying, heal my friend, heal my friend.
It's catchy!
Yeah!
Right? There's a reason I'm famous. Do I have any...
I got your autograph when you weren't.
No.
If you had a bonus action, you could, but I don't think you have anything else that could be in a bonus action. And it will be.
Yeah, I need a regular action to use this thing I want to do.
It will be Murgis's turn.
Don't kill us again.
Ooh.
Murgis, I think Murgis is going to go after. Let me roll something real quick.
Not it.
No. No.
Not gonna use it, but Murgis is going to just make a attack on you, Marple. It has 3 attacks. A 16, does that hit?
Hits.
Okay. A 14?
Misses.
26 hits. You're going to take 11 points of damage as Murgis flies down quickly and bites into you, plus 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And then as it has hold on your shoulder, he's going to claw you for 7 points of slashing damage.
I'm going to do an uncanny dodge on the bite.
Okay,
Just
so that
half
would be 15. Yeah, so you would only take
13 total?
yeah, no, because it's 14 total on the bite. 15
No, I
total
was
on
saying
the bite.
with the claw.
13 total.
Okay.
Should be right.
Thank you very
Alrighty.
much to QEV, who donates a reroll to all of us players.
Thank you.
Yes.
You guys remember
Love,
you have
so
your
much love.
you have your DM advantage inspiration, right?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
If you have it, you just call it before you roll. You get advantage on the attack.
Which doesn't help much against damage rolls.
That's true. So behind you, Harmony,
Mm-hmm.
you sort of feel this kobold, or you feel like this whiff beside you as you notice the kobold that's still standing, trying to stab you in the side with its dagger, but it completely misses.
Question, where's Petra in all of this?
She is, if you look around, she's trying to make her way over toward the big snake. It is very deep in here.
Okay.
She's trying to take care of him.
Okay.
Under the assumption that you guys are doing fine.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got it. It's okay.
Yeah.
After the kobold's turn, it is you all watch the thorny vines around move, but they can't get to you up on that boat. So Marple, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna be like, Petra, can we get some help? And
She is way too
Yeah.
focused on that
all right.
snake. Yeah.
And I'm just going to say, okay, everybody spread out so he can't kill us all again. And I'm just going to try and use my movement to get to the other side of the dragon if possible.
Yeah, you would have to jump off the boat for sure. And you wouldn't get fully over there just because of the jump.
Okay.
Well, actually, give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. I'm supposed to be decent at that. 20.
Okay, so yeah, I will allow you to use all of your movement to get to the other side of the snake.
Just sick flips. All
Yeah,
over it.
just because like you are a rogue, and it
Yeah.
makes narrative sense you could get
Oh, yeah.
there with that higher
and
roll.
I am going to stab it.
Yeah,
Rapier again. 16.
that misses.
I will use a reroll because that is important. Oh no.
Oh
darn.
no!
Oh no. Never mind. Psych.
Sorry. I am going to then bonus action I'm going to bonus action disengage and just get out of range of this thing. Just
Awesome.
back up a little bit more.
Awesome. Daily, your turn.
Well, I'm going to rush towards the thing away from Harmony. I'm going to rush towards it on the boat, I suppose. I'll sit right in the prow, perhaps, as long as there's not too much acid on it. I'll stand on the prow, and I'm going to try and slash at its gigantic armored belly.
Okay. Remember, you have your inspiration if you'd like to use it.
Do you know what? I think I would like to use it. That sounds rather nice. I'm going to use it for my first slash. The 21 hit.
That hit. Yes.
So he's 7 slashing damage. Then I get my extra attack. 17.
That just misses.
Damn.
Ooh.
Bonus action. Hand axe. 22.
That hits.
That's another 9 damage.
Okay.
And to hell with it, I'll action surge. Attack again.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a crit.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another 19. An extra attack. 21.
That hits.
Nice.
There's another 10.
Uh,
We have a grand
I
total
love
of
fighters.
38,
You-
45 damage.
You watch as Daily lays into this dragon, completely slashing at it. It's yelling out in pain. It is unable to get away, even though it's trying. And Daily is just going to town. Anything else, Daily? I believe you're out of things to do.
I think I am. I've used all of my actions and bonus actions and everything. I mean, I've got some movement, but I haven't got any disengage. So no, I'm going to stay right here. As I'm sort of looking a bit like a whirling dervish, I suppose.
Basically. Harmony, it is your turn.
So, the dragon is it now on the boat being stabbed, or?
I mean, it's hovering above, but Daly has climbed up to like the very top part of the boat to get good purchase on Murgus.
Okay, so it is aerial still at the moment.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, let's see. Sorry, I'm looking through my spells. You know what? I kind of like what Daly's up to, and I want to support her, so I want to go up there and help with the stabs.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So that should I roll with the rapier?
Just the
or
rapier, yeah, if that's what you want to do. That is a miss. Anything else?
But you felt the support though, right? Like you did. Daly.
I
you
love
felt the
it.
support?
Yes, right there
Okay,
with
great.
me.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
there with me. I can tell.
Good.
So as a bard, you have a thing as a bonus action. You use bardic inspiration. You can give it to one creature other than yourself within 60 feet who can hear you, and they gain a D8 to add it to an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw. And that is something you can do as a bonus action if you'd like to.
Yes, I will definitely do that. I like to do that in support of Daly.
Okay, so you give a bardic inspiration die, a D8 to Daly for Daly's next attack. How do you inspire them? Was that inspiring them? You said, "I'm here, I got you, buddy."
It was. I tried to stab, and then I realized like this is really not my strong suit. So I replaced the rapier, and I pull out my lute. Brum, brum, brum. Kill the dragon!
Now-
Kill that dragon so good!
Harmony.
Kill it!
Harmony. I really appreciate your inspiration, but and I hate to be peculiar about this, but I'm very
Okay.
peculiar about my timing and fighting. Could you go for something for a 4/4 beat? That'd be.
You can have your
Kill
inspiration
that
back.
dragon! Kill that dragon! You got that dragon! Kill that dragon! Kill that dragon! You got that dragon! You got the dragon! You got the dragon! My God! You got him! You got him!
I feel ever so inspired.
I like to imagine this dragon just hovering above you, just staring at the both of you like, what the hell is going on?
I'd be like, what is happening? This is not how I saw my weekend.
Suddenly, I feel like we're role playing Tenacious D.
The best type of bard to be, though, is a Tenacious D bard.
You are the dragon. We are the D. We are.
Definitely take a D8 daily. That's very good. And I will also, I feel like that is inspiring for the whole party. Marple, you could also take a D8.
Yay.
So it is Murgus's turn. You you watch as he is hurt. He is bloodied, and you see as he closes his eyes, and you all see one of these crystals begin to turn red as this serpent, who Petra hasn't gotten to yet, one of the black threads connecting to the crystals begins to pulse, and the serpent begins to scream in pain. This sort of sad scream as it's unable to fight whatever's happening. And you watch as Murgus begins to heal the wounds on him that you've encountered. They begin to close up, and you see as this crystal fades to a faded red, and then begins to it shatters into this boggy water. And that is Murgus's turn. Marple, it is your turn.
I'm going to try and hide so I can maybe get advantage on this next attack.
Okay.
Bonus action stealth, 20. And oof, boy, just gotta beat me on that. But that's okay. I am going to then try and stab at it in the back.
Do it. It is engaged with your cohort, so you will get sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's engaged still.
19.
That
Awesome.
just hits.
Okay.
AC is 18, if you haven't figured it out already.
10 piercing and let's see. All right, 3d6 again. 18 damage.
It's almost, you guys see Marple slash at Murgus. Marple, you're able to get up on one of these vines and sort of get closer to it. And the slashes that had just healed are beginning to open up again. And Murgus groans out in heavy pain. Anything else for your turn?
I just say, no healing allowed. You bullied people enough today.
Daily, it is your turn.
Right, brilliant. And I'm feeling awfully inspired. And we've got a lovely beat for me to swing my sword to. So I think I'll have a little swing.
That hits.
If only I'd used my inspiration. Only I had. But there's 11 damage for you.
Okay.
Extra attack, I will use my inspiration.
Okay. 13 does not hit.
Bardic inspiration, is that a D8?
Yes, you can roll a D8.
It's worth a punt.
You rolled just enough to hit.
Perfect. That's another 4. Oh, that was a bad roll.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus action hand axe. I'm going to spin around in my offhand. If only, I'd have used my advantage on anyone except the middle one, but never mind.
Yeah, 13 does not hit. You're just short of hitting Murgus, but he's able to whip out of the way as you do. Anything else for you?
No, but I will look very aggressive. And thank you, and thank Harmony. I'll be like, thanks for that inspiration. I think that second hit, I think that was all yours.
Thank you.
Speaking of, it is your turn, Harmony.
So now that Marcus is a little bit further away now, or is it still just kind of right there?
It's hovering to sort of catty cornered off of the boat.
Okay. Would you say is it above the deck or below the, like, is it like on the side or just kind of off?
Just kind of off, hovering a little bit above.
Okay. So my question is, if I turn this boat sharply at 90 degrees, will it knock into him?
I think, yeah, we can say it would. You would have to roll a oh shit, let me look at it.
So
No, I just have to think, because you would have to roll just a strength check to see if you're strong enough to get this boat to turn.
Actually, it's part of the boat itself. I can control it.
Yeah, then fine.
I can turn it up to move it or turn it up to 90 degrees.
Yeah, go. Yeah, then you can do it.
So it's
sure.
about 50 foot, 20 feet long, 60 feet in diameter. So yeah, I would like to just turn it and try to smash into that.
Yeah,
dragon.
and then just give me just roll it, just a d20.
D20.
Yeah, it won't have any modifiers. Just see if it hits. You shut give me a. We'll say it's a big boat.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 60 diameter.
A d12 worth of damage.
Okay, D12. 10.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, it hits Murgus, and he definitely loses some of his balance as he is thrown off guard a little bit.
Hit you with the boat.
That would be your turn, unless you have you want to use a bonus action.
No, I think I'm good at the moment.
Okay.
Hit a dragon with the boat. I'm going to go out on top for this round.
It is his turn. He is going to use his movement to get sort of back in order, back in line, and take a deep breath again, and he's going to exhale acid toward the boat. Marple, you climbed off. Daily, I'll need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. You too, Harmony.
And is the kobold still on the deck with us?
No, I am saying since that you have thrown him off with that.
Okay, cool. Just that's what I wanted to double check. And that was a dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
13.
I think I'll use my reroll.
You can.
Oh, we got one more reroll. That's right.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Okay, that saves. Would you like to use your reroll, Harmony?
Yeah, I think I would. Okay.
Oh boy, good.
Okay, the
Let's go.
acid, I think you both are, you've been hit with it already. You see it coming, and you're able to sort of hold your breath, and it still burns even as, it gets in a little bit, and both of you take 23 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And
23.
it is it for 23.
I should have taken a deep breath at some point during that because I'm down again.
Marple, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Boy, okay. Yep, 17.
These vines that you're on try to reach out and slash at you like they did earlier, but you're able to dodge out of the way, no problem. You've got such a hold on the one you're holding on to, and you're so focused on Murgus, the vine does nothing to you, and it is your turn.
All right. If the boat turned 90 degrees, can we say that the swan boat head is facing me now?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna jump on top of that, jump off of that, and try and stab Murgus.
Give
Yes.
me an acrobatics check.
Okay. I'm going to use my. I'm gonna use my DM inspiration to get advantage.
Cool.
Shoot.
I'm saying now the DC is, I was gonna say it's a 15, so you do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am going to make a rapier attack. 17. Oh wait, no, I have that D8.
You do have inspiration.
That's right. 1 is all I needed, though.
That's all you needed. Yeah, you hit.
Okay.
And he is engaged with your cohort, so I believe that gives you sneak attack as well.
That's 5 piercing damage plus, I need plus 3d6. Let's hope I roll good on that, at least. Nope. 12 points of damage.
You watch as Marple jumps out, this like little gnome. Are you yelling a battle cry as you do it?
No, just completely focused on this.
Gotcha. You both, well, Daly, you don't, you're down, but Harmony, you see this little gnome flying through the air with her rapier. She sort of stabs into Murgus's underbelly and just slides down slowly and is bringing Murgus down into the ground. He's still alive, but he is single digits.
Okay. I
if
think I
that's all-
still have a bonus action.
Ooh.
Yeah, you have bonus action.
Can I roll my... I'm gonna, just for the heck of it, make a dagger attack.
Do it.
That will not hit.
It misses. But Marple, you were right on Murgus, and he is not looking good. Daly, give me a death saving throw.
It doesn't seem like I'm very good at those after all.
Well, Harmony, it is your turn.
I would like to cure some wounds.
Okay. Yeah, you can cure wounds on Daly, no problem. If you want to keep, would you like to do another third level? You have one more left of that.
I will do a third level for sure.
Okay. Yeah, 3d8 plus 4.
3 plus 4.
Nice.
Yeah, you heal Daly up in whichever way you want to. You're good.
Probably the same hands. Magic hands.
Okay.
I'm even more alive than last time.
We gotta stop meeting like this.
Anything else for you, Harmony?
Just like the peek. I want to peek over and take a look what's happening down there. I support Marple.
Yeah, Marple you see Murgus is hurt.
Yeah. I just like, yeah. Hey, Marple. Nice.
Yeah? Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
That was really. You jumped in the swamp. Like that was That was literally one of the. I'm sorry. I know you're busy, but like that was one of the coolest things I want to see.
I
And,
know,
like,
right? I saw that swan boat come out, and I've been wanting to do that all day.
Right? Like I wanted to see if I could turn it. And I guess I could just turn it whenever and hit. Like this is just really cool. I said,
It
Daily.
just lined up perfectly. But I think we need to kill this now.
Oh yeah, Daily. You didn't see it. It was really cool. We'll fill you in later.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that. You almost died.
I'm always dead when the good stuff happens.
Oh, it's okay. Well, come over here. Come on over. Let's watch. Pull out some snacks, and we're just kind of watching Marple go for it.
With it's Murgis's turn, and with like its last sort of bit of life in it, and unable to get to one of the crystals, it's going to try to attack Marple.
Oh
Don't
boy.
do that.
A 21 hits and a bite. 12 does
Miss.
not hit. Not
Miss.
okay. So you will take 11 points of piercing damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Uncanny dodge to half it.
Yeah, for sure.
I love uncanny dodge.
Yeah, you'll only take 6 points damage total.
Awesome.
It gets a little bit of a nibble on you, but you know you're able to get out before he makes full purchase through your skin.
Gotcha.
And,
I imagine just grinding the teeth on the way out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Marple, it is your turn. Oh,
Okay.
actually, make me a dexterity saving throw first.
Marple.
Okay, dexterity saving throw again. Natural 20.
You're good. Yeah. Then it is your turn.
Okay. Rapier attack. 19.
That hits.
Rolling for damage. 9 piercing damage and rolling 3d6. 24 damage.
Marple, how do you kill Murgis, the usurper of life?
I am going to try and jump up, grab it by the shoulder, pull myself on top, run down its neck, and then just drive my rapier into its eye.
Oof.
You, Daily and Harmony, you both watch as Marple gives this this feat of power, and she drives her rapier right through Murgis's eye. And as Murgis falls, I mean, Marple, you're sort of attached to the dragon, but the dragon falls into the depths of this murky water.
Whew. That was close.
We did it!
And I killed a dragon.
That was the third best performance I've ever seen.
Everybody high fives, hugs,
Yeah.
everybody.
Just
There's
And then Marple just falls over, just tired.
no.
As you're sort of having this moment of celebration, you can all hear the light sounds of Petra over this large serpent in the corner, and you see her sort of whispering and trying to sort of heal him a little bit. And all of you watch as these crystals, the two that are left, glow bright red, and it's almost before your eyes the room begins to almost heal, sort of like the serpent does. The vines begin to, the thorns on the vines begin to wither and fall away, flowers begin to bloom, the murky water begins to turn clear as glass. And it's almost like, even though there is a ceiling above you, it's almost as if there's a natural sunlight in this room now that beats away the shadows that were once here. And Petra, she doesn't climb onto the boat. She sort of wades out into the water a little bit, and she says, you've saved the temple, you've saved my family. No words can express the gratitude that I have toward you. Really? Now, of all times, you ring? Really?
Hi, Katie Snan.
She says, no words can express the gratitude I have toward you. As I said, the hoard is yours. We have no need for it. But if you'd like to stay, we will continue the ritual that we were performing, and we're in eternal debt to you.
Oh, what's this ritual about?
You hear a deep voice from the corner. You notice the serpent is sort of uncoiling, and he says, It is a ceremony that few mortals have ever witnessed. It helps Petra ascend to my spot to take care of this temple.
I wouldn't mind staying to watch.
Yeah.
Seems okay, I suppose.
You all watch as this ceremony happens. It's very in the beauty of the room now, it's a very solemn ceremony. You watch as magic glows around all of you, around Petra and her parent, and you see Ophion, the serpent, begin to age visibly, sort of as the power comes from him and into Petra as she begins to glow. And you watch as this snake, this huge serpent, sheds its skin and emerges as a small, fragile snake, sort of a baby. And Petra moves over to it, picks it up, and lets him wrap around her arm. And she goes over to the three of you, and her form hasn't changed. She seems stronger. She seems more inspiring. And she looks at both of you and says, or all of you, and says, "Thank you for saving my forest, which I will now guard until the end of my days."
Happy to help.
Well, that's just lovely, isn't it?
We do get to have all of that treasure the dragon hoarded, though, yes?
She laughs and nods. It is all yours.
Do I also get the rights to this incident for, like, in case I want to do a song or anything? Can I use? I can change the names too if you're like, instead of Murgus, we can do like Smurgus.
She
And
says,
instead of Petra, we can do like Snake.
she reaches out and touches your shoulder, Harmony. Says, "I would be honored. The bard of your stature tells this story." And with that, that's where we will end.
Hey, what a
Wonderful.
wonderful game. Thank you.
Oh, that was fun.
That was tons of fun.
Not a bad first game of D&D, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
that was a lot of fun.
I don't think anyone would have been able to tell it was your first game.
No, you
So,
just dove straight into that. Like, damn.
I don't know the rules of D&D, and I've been playing for a couple years now, so you're good.
Thank you so much, and also wonderful players and GM or DM. I don't remember the right word because I've never played this game, but you're lovely.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, what happens at the end is we go round, we plug again, we plug all our things, and we talk about what our favourite part of the show was. Yeah, so why don't we do that? Why don't we start with Matt Neutral? Oh, hi.
I think my favorite part was honestly that swan boat. That was the best move I've seen in a while. And that is what I love about a new player. They always do the most creative stuff with that.
When I
So you
rolled
did
a
great.
swan boat, that's why I laughed, because I was like, shit, this isn't fair. He's not going to be able to use this, but you surprised me.
That was brilliant.
I have a habit of trying to break the games that I play on accident, but yeah.
Welcome.
Honestly, that saved it. And seriously, I saw that. I'm like, I'm going to jump off that thing's head and kill something.
That was so cool, by the way. That was awesome.
That was seriously, though, great move.
Ditto.
Where can we find you online?
You guys can follow me on my Twitter at Matt Neutral. I don't really I like talking about games. I currently trying to write my own setting, but you can usually see me post about my current Curse of Strahd game every Monday or Tuesday. Just my players are halfway through Barovia, and it's getting juicy now. But that's pretty much it for me.
Fantastic. And we just finished our Barovia campaign on Tuesday. It was such fun. Such fun. So next, let's go to Marcus or Drunkly Romantic. Fantastic performance. Oh, hi.
Thank you. Hi. Yeah, my name is Marcus. You can follow me on Twitter at Drunkly Romantic. I post weird things. And I think my favorite part of the game oddly enough, I really like the puzzles, and I see people commenting about the puzzle, the ME one. I love that. That was really fun. I also really liked the little ogre who just wanted the shiny. The little ogre who just wanted the shiny. That was honestly, it was a nice bit of world building that really helped me connect a lot more to it. So I like that a lot.
Awesome, thank you. Katie, do you want to talk about your favorite part of this session or your favorite part of the season?
I loved this whole season. I think that everyone who played, even if they played, characters who had already been played, brought different depths and different personality quirks to each of the characters, and it was such a fun thing to do. It was fun to play with characters are people who had never played D&D, people who never played online, people who we changed accessibility for. It was great to play with a whole different group of people every week. It was very fun. I really enjoyed it, and this session was amazing. I wish V would have been here because she would have loved it. It would have been so great. But yeah, like I said, this is a module from the Uncaged anthology, which you should definitely all pick up. It is great. It's just come out in hardcover, and this was by Awkward Bard. It doesn't say their contact, like their Twitter or anything in the book, but I mean, this was a great module. It was really good. I'm Katie. You can find me online, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere at KatieFace. I play a ton of games on off the table. I play Urban Shadows, Ryutama, D&D, all kinds of different games. Every Saturday we have an actual play Monster Hearts 2 podcast that comes out. The last episode was just released. It's called Tabled Hearts. Things are getting juicy. And tonight you can find me on Off the Table at 7 Pacific Standard Time. I don't know. Playing a hack of Polaris. So if you ever played Polaris, you play a knight. We are playing the Mistaken, which are the bad guys, trying to find redemption. It's a very good hack of the game. Tomorrow you can find me back on Off the Table as well, playing Adventures in the Wild Blue, John Harper's Lady Blackbird game. We only have 2 sessions left, so it's going to be some good times. But yeah, find me on Twitter. I post about what I'm doing, and I would love to talk to you about games.
Fantastic, thank you, Katie. And when you say 7 p.m, is that like an off the table 7 p.m? So like quarter past, half past?
Okay. Listen, we've never been on time, and we're not starting now.
Look, starting times are just when you all just talk about your day, and then you start 45 minutes later.
I mean,
okay.
At least, okay, Jess, Little Cup of Joe's in this game. We'll start on time. It's not Dingo. We don't have to wait for Dingo.
Fair. No, we did a whole sister thing last season, and it's sort of a running joke. Right, that leaves me. My favorite part. My favorite part of today was I think it's got to be either you've got the dragon song or the roguey diving assassination style thing. It's a close thing between the two. But as always, Katie, you created a wonderful platform for them sort of things to happen. So thank you so much. My favorite other game we played, do you know, the one that sticks in my mind the most is the one in the pub with the bottle, which that scene sticks in my mind for some reason, and that stays with me. So there you go. That's yours. So yeah, here at the end, we're going to wrap up. So here's all of our links. The newest thing is the Streamlabs merch. You can go and get merch through Streamlabs now, and we're going to be doing some posted things very soon. Also check out our social links there, all of the ways you can support us, and all of our sponsor information. And also we have website links there to websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount using the links which are below the screen. Big thank you to Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, who make all this possible. Thank you. And last thing, I'd like to draw some attention to a GoFundMe we've got running at the moment. We're commissioning some music for some Star Warsy style stuff next season. We'd like to get 15 minutes worth of music, but if we can raise even more, that'd be fantastic, because what's Star Wars without Star Wars music? Yes, that's all the things. So, thank you very much, everyone. We'll be back in around 2 hours with the finale of Realm of the Ancients, but we will not be here at 10 p.m. With Completely Legitimate Business because of PAX East. There's a few players missing, so we're going to postpone and we'll do it next week in our break week. So yeah, until next time, keep evoking emotions, everyone, and we will see you later on. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.